Footsteps of a Comrade in... Something. Comrade-in-Arms.
Alright, Sam, we're good.
Hey everybody!
I'm Adam.
I'm Sam.
Will, we are...
Working Title!
That was perfection.
Finally.
Yes.
Only took us 8 weeks.
Guys, we're back for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is episode 17.
Woo!
Footsteps of a Comrade-in-Arms.
16.
16.
What?
This is episode 16, Guys, we're back with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is episode 16, Footsteps in a Comrade of... No!
Okay.
I got it.
You got one,
I got it.
You got one more try.
I got it. Guys, we're back with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is episode 16, Footsteps of a Comrade-in-Arms. Sam, what happened last time?
Last on, we met a man who was Ling.
Mm-hmm.
A man from Xing.
Mm-hmm.
A country where there are 24 children as a whole. There are a lot of children under a ruler, an emperor or a king in a foreign land. All the children fighting for maybe a place under leadership.
And you met, is it Mai? What's her name?
My something.
Little girl. With the panda.
Yeah, we met
Little girl
another
with the
little
panda.
alchemist
who
made her way across the desert and has a little panda on her.
Mm-hmm.
And they're hanging out with Scar and the mustache man, the noodle mustache man.
And they don't use alchemy, they use...
Well, it's alchemy, but they call it alchehistory.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a different interpretation of using a similar mysticism. It was... I think that's it. I think that's the last thing we saw.
Everybody wants the same thing.
Yeah, they want a Philosopher's Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Little red gem. That's what we all want.
Yeah.
They want it, but they don't want to go through the measures of actually making it themselves.
Because they don't know.
Because they don't know.
No, they don't.
And it's bad.
Yeah.
But guys, if you enjoy our reaction, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, comment down below what you think about this episode, hit the notification bell so you know when we drop more reactions, and hey, we got this show on Patreon along with JJK, Vinland Saga, Squid Game, and I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And so guys, support the channel if you like us.
And this is not a market substitute. Make sure you go check out Fullmetal Alchemist on any other Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood on any other streaming service you can find it on, and then come back and watch your boys at Working Title right here. We are going to punch it. Ah!
Central.
Oh yeah.
Being spied on for hours will do that. Mr. Fu and Lanfang are keeping eyes on it?
Hey, where's the young lord?
They were just chilling on the train the entire way up top.
He's not here.
He's inside his chest.
Maybe he ran off again.
Good grief, I can't take my eyes off him for a second. Young lord, where have you taken off to this time?
What if he's collapsed somewhere again?
If so, say it's a relief. Let's go.
Coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's their problem, not Ed and Al's and Winry's.
Master Ling!
Oh yeah, they didn't even want Ling with them, didn't they?
No, of course.
Spider-Man.
Something about this country doesn't feel right.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Alright. Finally somebody.
Some outsiders feeling the same, bro.
Jeez.
I have a feeling it's going to crash again.
I'm just checking in. You're doing well. Here, it's from the Colonel.
Oh.
Hey, it's the smoking guy!
How's it going? You want a single game yet?
Not even close. But this game is boring anyway.
They haven't
Since it's
captured,
night now,
right?
I can go and cut someone up, right?
Okay.
Of course not.
You gotta give me something. At least bring that Hawkeye lady for a visit.
I'll let him know that you're interested.
He's not the only one who's bored. How much longer am I stuck here keeping a watch on this guy anyway? What does the Colonel say?
The Colonel apologizes for having to give you such a dangerous assignment. He also says don't worry about your other duties. Your absence is being treated as sick leave. But if anyone, even military personnel outside our unit,
God.
sees you, they'll have you court-martialed before you can blink. That is all.
So get over it.
I don't suppose you have any news of a happier sort to report?
Nope.
Indeed.
What is it?
Oh, and I found myself a girlfriend! She's really sweet. Helping me adjust to the mood here and everything.
Replaced her.
Oh, is she?
Not quick.
Now
Replace
teach
her.
me.
Would be fun to cut out. Come on, what do you say? Can I cut her?
Can I cut her?
Hey,
What the
are
fuck?
you okay?
He's just dead.
He tried to Spider-Man.
Collapsed by the side of the road, huh?
Where'd you come from? What's that? From Shin, you say?
From Sheen.
Well, you're a long way from home, all right.
I'll need to see your entry visa, please.
Uh-oh.
Out of the way, everyone.
He get locked up.
What happened?
Master!
Unless this is a staged
He's
thing.
in trouble again. He's collapsed, I'm sure of it.
Okay, guess we should stop by the military offices first.
Right. In that case, I think I'll head straight to the Hughes' house and let them know I'm in town.
Fuck, man, I forgot about
I can't wait to
this.
see Miss Gracia and cute little Alicia.
Sounds good. We shouldn't be all that far behind you.
That's gonna be one of those episodes.
I wonder if Lieutenant Colonel Hughes has put together any more information on the Philosopher's Stone since we left.
The Fuhrer was pretty clear with his orders regarding that. I think it's best if we give Hughes the information that we found out first.
The homunculi.
Yeah.
The homunculi.
Marshal office. This way.
Maybe we finally get that fight I've been wanting. Now that we're in Central. All it shows is those guys fighting in these big buildings.
Oh.
Little do
The
they know,
PTSD.
Oh.
man. Yeah. They don't know.
They don't even know.
No, they don't.
They don't even know.
Shaska! Yes? You have the key for room number 3, don't you? Yes. Oh, wait! You said room number 3, right? It's still a total mess from when I was using it earlier.
It's fine. I just need it to gather some documents, that's all.
No, really, please don't! If you could just wait a moment, I'll clean it right up for you.
I mean, I don't have to imagine it's a mess like
Yeah.
her room.
She
Like
just
her house.
can't keep it organized.
Excuse me,
Is that Roy?
Colonel Mustang?
What are you up to, sir? He's even got stubble.
Hello, Sheska. How long was I asleep?
About 10 minutes, I think.
Somebody's been hard at work.
Council meeting's about to start.
Colonel, perhaps this is none of my business, but maybe you should try to get a little more rest.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Was that Colonel Mustang that just left?
Oh! Captain Parker, sir! Good morning! Nice day, isn't it?
Yeah, way to not,
Good morning
like,
to you, Sheska.
play it cool.
Tell me, what was he doing here?
Nunyas.
Well, you see?
The storeroom door is open.
I'm sorry, I opened it, sir!
I'll bet the Colonel twisted your arm, didn't he? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
I really appreciate that, sir.
Although, I do wonder what the Colonel was looking into. Do you know?
I'm not 100% certain of all of the details, sir. He did ask if there were any materials having to do with the 5th laboratory.
You better watch out, because
Yeah,
last person
Shut your mouth.
who went into this
Seriously.
room,
Died.
You know,
and I'm pretty sure wasn't it just these two who were there to know that
Yes.
Hughes went in
I
there?
remember.
Is this man sus?
Well, I've got tons
He's got
of
too
work
clean
to
of a
do.
haircut.
Carry on,
The
Sheska.
Fuhrer said that a bunch of people would keep their mouths
yes,
shut.
sir.
And he's doing the glasses thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Envy. Damn.
Good morning, Sheska.
Sir?
Oh no! No. I forget that envy can literally be anyone. It's so alarming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is the inside
That's so
man.
not even fair.
He's the inside man, man.
Really, yeah. It can be anyone.
Oh, he's tired.
He cleaned up nice pretty quick.
Hello, sir.
Damn. Imagine pooping next to that guy.
Colonel, you look like
Or
you've lost
peeing.
some weight.
That's even worse.
Maybe. But what happened to you? There was an incident down in the south. But don't you worry, it's just a scratch. I see.
Oh, the
I read
chimeras.
it with the
Yeah.
Elric Brothers down there. Did you tell them about Hughes' death?
Of course he did.
No, he didn't.
No. I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Of course, knockoff All Might didn't do it.
Eventually, you know.
Yeah, true. All Might barely share stuff either.
The fifth laboratory in the Philosopher's Stone. The stone's key ingredients are live humans.
Oh, he
Hughes
figured
always
it
did
out.
enjoy helping other people. This time he stuck his nose into the Elric Brothers' investigation and found out something he would have been better off not knowing. Am I wrong? If the Elric Brothers found out what really happened to him, that he died trying to help them, they would blame themselves. So, you're not telling them was kind. You've got it all figured out, don't you? I'm almost there. Be careful, sir. You never know who might be listening in on you, or where.
Is that a threat or a
Man,
warning?
I was so Louis. Mr. Louis is such a confusing person. I feel like he's trying to look out for them, but what does he know?
Lieutenant Hawkeye?
Hey guys, it's been a while.
If the lieutenant's here, that means so is...
Thanks for waiting.
Yep, the Colonel.
Well, hello, Fullmetal.
Colonel Mustang, what are you doing here in Central?
You didn't hear? I was transferred to this branch last month.
Great.
And you guys?
Wonderful.
Brings you here?
We
Does
get
he
to
not
see-
like Roy?
Yeah.
Just doing a little information gathering. And we were thinking that we'd pay Lieutenant Colonel Hughes a visit a little later today. Where is he anyway?
No one's told him.
Jeez.
Ah.
Not here.
Gosh, can't you
He
just tell a
retired
kid?
out in the country and took his wife and daughter with him.
Oh, don't lie
to
like
take over
that.
the family business.
I see. Well, that's too bad.
We were hoping to see him.
I personally really don't understand why you wouldn't share it. I know they just gave an explanation, but
Watch yourself. Don't do anything crazy.
Okay.
it's the same thing he said to Armstrong. Okay. He's gonna be so confused as a kid why none of the adults are all being so cryptic with
Now
him.
you've just Colonel. They are gonna find out someday.
It's funny. I've accused Armstrong of being soft. But right now, I'm no better than he is.
True.
I fail to see anything soft about it. It's cruel, Colonel.
We need to tell Winry about all this. She went straight to the Hughes house.
Damn. Yeah, they'll know. Okay.
Ross.
Lieutenant Ross.
I haven't seen you two here in a while. You're in a hurry. Why the rush?
We just heard about Lieutenant
Don't
Colonel
talk
Hughes.
to her. She was envy last time.
Yeah. It's rough news, huh?
There was still so much that we wanted to tell him about.
We would have liked to say goodbye.
The military gave him a proper send-off.
Wow, that was nice.
He was promoted 2 whole ranks.
Up to Brigadier General?
He retired to the country and they promoted him?
Oh.
Lieutenant Ross.
I forgot Ross is the one that dropped the bomb.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh wow.
Fucker.
His name is
It is. It's
Don't
Fucker.
touch me, motherfucker.
Mother.
Name that movie.
No, not the Lieutenant Colonel. Why him?
Oh,
Brigadier General
Ed.
Hughes is dead. He was murdered shortly after you were discharged from the hospital, Edward. I'm afraid we still haven't found the person responsible.
It's all my fault. I'm the one who pulled him into this. It's all my fault.
Exactly what Ross or Roy said.
Okay, you boys have a safe trip. Stop in and give me a shout the next time you make it to Central. And
Ah.
how are you gonna eat wearing that armor? Take it off, relax. Elric, I understand that you two don't have a place to stay, which means you'll have to come with me.
Oh. Okay, that's actually really sad. That's a familiar face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we do?
We tell it like it is. You going back. I'm the only one who has to take the blame for what happened.
I
Brother,
don't need to take the
this isn't
blame.
just your problem.
Probably not
It's
best
both
to
of
tell
ours.
the family what
Like
he
it
got
or not, I'm
involved
going
with.
in with you.
Thanks, Al. But you really don't have
We
to.
made up our minds. We said we were getting our bodies back no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But if people are going to die because of that, then I don't want mine back.
Oof. That's a conflict.
Winry's already here.
Right.
Dude, why do you have to spill these beans?
So May's learned things about the Philosopher's Stone that someone didn't want him to know. His death was a message. A warning to you from whoever did it to back off from all this.
Yeah, we basically dragged him into it.
I hope this doesn't like send the wife into like trying to find answers too.
So sorry. You can't let what happened defeat you. If you do, then that means my husband died in vain.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Even if the Philosopher's Stone is a dead end, there might be some other way.
Yeah, don't give up.
Maybe, I guess.
You boys have to keep moving forward.
She has beautiful
Any
eyes.
way you can.
Emeralds.
Damn.
Mommy, please don't cry.
Oh, God, why?
Let that fire
Yeah.
rise in your soul.
You wouldn't fit in that door. No way.
Just like breaks through. Makes it 3 times wider. I hate that he can't sleep. It's so saddening and weird to watch him just sit
Yeah.
in a dark room.
Winry, you in there?
Sweet.
Apple pie?
That's right. I practiced making it a few times. I know it might sound like I'm bragging, but I've gotten pretty good at it. I'm not nearly as good as Miss Gracie, but someday I hope that Mr. Hughes will get to try some too.
This is so upsetting.
Isn't this just the happiest show ever? Chimeras.
Colonel Mustang is snooping around the Hughes matter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he discovered anything?
Who's the sellout?
It's a definite possibility.
Is that the... Oh, it's just envy.
So what now? We already moved into Central where we'd be able to keep a closer eye on him. Why can't he be a good boy and behave himself? I'd hate to waste an important sacrifice candidate.
Haven't been able to learn anything from your new boyfriend?
Nothing. He's either a born idiot or a clueless hustler.
How would you feel about us making another play?
You have something in mind?
Well, we've got a noisy nut. Perhaps all he needs is a nice bone to chew on.
And what would that be?
Second Lieutenant Maria Ross. I'm Henry Douglas from the Provost Marshal's office.
Do you need me for something?
Huh?
You'll have to come along with us. You're
Under
gunning.
arrest? Is she under arrest for...
May I ask what this is about?
You've been named as the primary suspect in the Brigadier General Hughes murder case.
Oh my...
Please come
Oh no!
You can tell your side of it later.
Oh no!
Second Lieutenant Maria Ross, pleading not guilty on all charges.
Gather whatever information you can about her. Go now. Quickly, but secretly.
Right.
On Ross?
Yeah, because she's getting charged for the murder.
This is stupid. This is stupid.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like a bouquet of peas, please.
My, what's this? A hot date, lover boy!
Is Lost dating him? You idiot. I was wondering who she meant by the boyfriend. Yeah, it makes sense. So, yeah.
Waiting long, Solaris?
Solaris, yeah.
Oh no, I just got in.
Lucky bastard.
Why don't you sit down and tell me all about your day?
Little shitter.
That's one way to do it.
Fokker. What a name, dude. Was that movie Meet the Fockers that you were talking about?
No. That's
That
a
is a
good
movie,
one.
though.
That is one.
Meet the Fockers.
It's a line from The Room.
I was gonna say that's definitely from the room.
Don't touch me, motherfucker.
I have not seen that movie. I really want to see that James Franco movie.
I saw that with some of the theater kids.
Alrighty, yet another depressing episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's either extremely joyful at times, or like extremely somber.
Yeah.
I liked the episode though, despite the mood. We started entering Central with Ling, who is MIA from his two ninjas. Went up to the city rooftop. As the boys said, not my problem. Good luck finding your man.
Deuces.
Mr. Spider-Man up on the rooftops was sussing stuff. I don't know how he was sussing stuff. He got a bad energy
Bad vibe.
from where he was. He felt like something was off. What that tells me in the world of mysticism is that one, he's either really freaking good at figuring out stuff just based off the look of a city, or two, he's able to like maybe just sense a presence, which is probably more in line with this show where people, you know, there's energy amongst individuals, so maybe he feels something happening in Central that's dark, kind of like I know I always try to make weird analogies to Star Wars, but maybe it's like sensing the Force is off balance here.
Well,
It could be like the Alchemistry.
It is.
Yeah.
The last episode, the old man Fu, he fought Alphonse, and he's like, I don't know if they called it chi or what they called it.
It's so weird. I almost called it chi.
Well,
he did.
He literally was like, I can't.
I don't sense it.
He's
yeah.
like, I can't sense his chi and what is making the movements and the force in there. This is weird. So I think Alchemistry and where they're from is
call,
they have some type of like way to detect energy.
Yeah.
Your aura.
Yeah. So, I mean that would make sense if you can detect like a normal person's aura, just like this person right
the
here.
whole vibe of
Then
all the
I would
auras.
imagine that you'd be able to sense if something weird is going on in the city.
There's a dark chi around the area.
Well, considering there's all the homunculi around here.
There's weird activity. There's destruction in a lot of the cities. There's a lot of mischievous things going on. So maybe him coming over here is kind of like an awakening compared to maybe where he's from, where he doesn't feel that. Maybe he's more like sensitive to it. And then the next scene with him was a bit weird. He was like passed down the ground. Honestly, I didn't really buy it. I feel like it'd be a weird way to get into the system, but maybe he's just trying to play like a just a homeless dude to try to get into where there's private eyes, cops and everything, try to get like infiltrate maybe get some to a place where he can find records and like start an investigation of his own. I really don't know what he's doing here. I know he wants to make a name for himself out of the Suns. I wonder why he wants to go to Central. I don't know if I missed anything from last episode of why he'd be here. Maybe it's not really clear at this point.
He said he wants the Philosopher's Stone.
Okay, he wants it for himself
and
too.
They want him and that
May. Whatever her name is.
They both want immortality.
Yeah.
And Ling said he wants to do it so he can, make himself more worthy to be the next emperor or whatever.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
And
sorry. A lot of last episode, honestly, went over my head just because I was still so hyper focused on the father episode.
Of course, yeah.
Not that last episode was unimportant, but I think just comparative to the Big Banger, a lot of it kind of just went under my radar, so I did forget a lot of Ling's episode.
That's fine.
Understandable. It is worth mentioning, though, that the one female ninja in Ling's group, I don't know if she's joking or being serious, she did say, I'm worried about Ling because he could fall down.
We say,
what if he falls again?
He passes out again.
What if he passes out again?
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if Ling had an illness or something.
Narcolepsy.
Who knows what the weather's like over there and saying...
Narcolepsy, like Mr. Bean just falls asleep.
I mean, you saw his lips were sucked in like this when he was passed out.
Honestly, it's one of those things
he couldn't
where
talk either.
It's really hard with this show when they make jokes out of a lot of things to know if it's like something to think seriously on or if it's just a passing joke. And when there's moments where Al has a bloody sword over his hand and becomes like this giant cartoon figure, it's like, how am I really supposed to pay attention to dry lips? So
yeah. Well, he also like, I don't know. I figured just because of the last episode, he pretended to be passed out in the alley, and then these people took him in and paid to feed him at an owl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always figured that it was like maybe someone will pay for me to get food or like
trick
or take me. You know.
That's what I mean. Like
abuse,
like do a little. Yeah, exactly. That's what I perceived in the moment. But maybe for...
I don't know if he wanted the military to do that, because then they're like, where's your papers?
That's what I mean.
Where's your visa? And they were like...
But we know how agile this guy is. In my mind, I was like, this is a good way to infiltrate. You get into a police station, and then you just kebab your way into the next room, get some files, and then get out of there.
He's as slippery as, like, Catwoman.
That's what I mean. Like, it wouldn't feel out of reach to be like, oh, I need help. You don't know your papers, or you're coming with me, and then you're in the room. It's like, all right, what can I get out of here?
Yeah.
Like, get some info. Where can I find a computer? Enough on Ling. Heavy focus was on Hughes.
Hughes.
The boys not being aware of it. Everybody trying to protect them, baby them a bit, coddle them.
Except for Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, unintentionally so.
Yeah.
She probably wasn't thinking. And they are higher ranking, so maybe it's just like, oh, tell the superior the info that you would have assumed they might have known by now. Yeah, I mean, Armstrong and Roy are sensitive people. I get why they wouldn't share. But these are also two boys who've been through far more traumatic experiences. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's just because I didn't gravitate towards somebody. Hughes wasn't, like, a big character for me. It's one of those, like, he was a cute character, so I wasn't expecting it to be made quite as big of a deal as it was for the boys on the show, but it also makes sense. The boys have very limited people in their lives, so the people that come in contact with them, they will be more privy to being emotionally connected with.
Well, with that, as they kept bringing up Hughes in this episode, I wanted to ask Will, does he have a bigger role in the original series?
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I mean, I think everything's just, like I said, like, the show Tucker thing's drawn out more. Like, it's like six episodes instead of one. So I just think, like, you spend more time with Mace Hughes than in, like, the last one, or this, we spent 10 episodes with this. You might have spent a whole...
half the series.
Or a whole season at minimum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess for me, like, why he's so relatable, or not relatable, but the why I mean, like, I didn't necessarily gravitate him to the beginning, but just, like, putting in perspective, like,
he's a good guy.
Well, not just that, but, like, you think about Ed and Al. Their dad was a piece of shit. Piece of shit before he even left them, and then he left them, and their mother died. And they've never really seemed to have, like, an adult father figure, or mother figure, for that matter, to care about them. And I mean, you think about Mace Hughes come in, it's like, oh, just like oh, nice job, buddy, you threw the baseball, like, you can come and stay at my place anytime you want, you know, oh, you're welcome to have dinner with my family, like that. Like, that's just like the type of guy, like, he, like, would be like, and especially the way he, like, loves and cares about his kid, like, that would be like the quintessential, like, perfect father figure that I could see Ed and Al in their mind having for him. And considering, you know, that's all they've got. They're still young. I mean, like, they're like 14 and 15 or something like that. So, you know, like, drawing a huge connection to somebody like that. Because the only other person that's meant something in their life that's still alive is the granny
Izumi.
and Winry and Izumi.
Mm-hmm.
And Izumi's more of a teacher, like mentor figure, and the granny and Winry were like aunt and cousin, or like, you know, but really close neighbors. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
they don't really have like family. So I think like anytime you draw that in, you know, it's that you make the huge connection. And Armstrong and Roy's assumption about him, like, even though they don't know too much, like, about, like, the personal inner thoughts of Ed, they know his story, but they don't know how he, like, feels. I mean, remember that one episode where Winry, you know, when Al was saying, like, oh, I'm just a puppet, I'm not even a real thing, I'm just some toy that Ed made. Remember, she goes back and explains, like, dude, Ed literally blames himself for why you're this way. And he literally, like, and if you think about it, this whole mission to get Al's body, it's to get Al's body back. Like, you know, I know they say our bodies and all this stuff, but Ed could live a normal life with one leg and one arm. It doesn't matter. I mean, hell, he seems to be having a better time with that thing because he can fucking, like, make a sword out of it and do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He can live his life. He can go get married. He can go to sleep and eat food. Al is the one that's in, like, this, like, purgatory of suffering. And who blames himself for that? Ed. You know what I mean? So, like, you do that and you have that story. Now you brought in someone to the loop who you viewed as a father figure almost, or like a pseudo father figure, and then you know, a couple months later he's axed because of what you did. Yeah. You know what I mean? So now you blame yourself for that too. So
yeah, I just meant, like, I felt like in the very limited time we had him, I didn't really see him as that role. I feel like the lines weren't drawn clear enough to make it feel that way for me. At least not from, like, I felt like there was only one episode really where the boys spent time with him personally, where every other time he was more of him as a joking character behind Roy's scenes. So I just feel like it was a little.
I love the man.
Yeah, I get that.
It's awesome. He's so fun. He was so funny.
I think it's just one of those things where, like, it just builds as, like, the story goes on. It's like you realize the more importance that the character meant to people, you know, after the fact. And I kind of, Game of Thrones spoiler, but I feel like it's kind of like Ned Stark. Like, Ned Stark does not really do much or mean much to the I mean, he means a lot to his family, but we really don't see him interact with his family much in the first season. But the lasting impact that he has, I mean, it's really the guiding force of most of the main characters in the show, of what happens to him in season 1. So that's how I kind of view this. Although that I know that you spend way more time. It's a lot more, you know.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. It's hard for me to super engage with that connection, where that example is like you at least get 10 hours of engagement, or like at least 7 to 8 hours of that main character's engagement.
For sure.
I mean, I think one of the moments that did hit it for me was, of course, going to the child, the actual father's family, more so than these guys, because you see, like, the people who've, like, actually spent their lives with him receive the impact of what it meant joining the boys in their crusade to recover their bodies. So that moment hit for me, seeing the little girl. And children are always going to be, like, children, not, like, I guess these boys are teens, like approaching teens.
But, like, young kids.
Yeah, young kids are always, like, a Shaw Tucker daughter is always going to be a little bit more impactful in certain scenes like that, where they are still confused where daddy went, kind of thing. So, I mean, Hughes will be missed. I like what they did post his death for the boys. I think it makes sense. And I like the dilemma that was briefly brought up and then quickly resolved in the episode of, like, Ed, or not Ed, but more so Al.
Wanting to give up.
Wanting to give up because he realizes his personal wants don't matter if it's going to stop other people from even having the ability to want because they're dead.
Yeah.
Which is a fair feeling to have, but the mom brings up the best point, which is, at this point,
there's no going back.
You can't go back because it'll make everything that happened as a result in vain.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
And you also shouldn't, like, blame yourself if in the end it doesn't work out, because you can only do so much.
Yeah.
Like, them wanting to recover themselves and friends wanting to join in on that hunt, you can't blame people wanting to join in because that's on them as well. Like you can't just hold every. If I want to go and if I'm missing an eye, I want to go take eye surgery, and you want to pay, and then eye surgery goes bad, and you feel like your money spent, you shouldn't. Like you can't, or I shouldn't feel guilty that the money that you spent for my eye didn't go went to waste
because you didn't have control over that.
Yeah, no one can have control over that. But I get the guilt. I hope that now. I think that analogy somewhat worked.
No, that does. Yeah.
I love this city so much. Just real quick before I lose the thought, I love the city. I love the music in the show so much. Every time it plays, I just don't care about the show or you guys in the room. I just feel like nodding my head. It's so soothing to me. I just want to go and like sit at home. I've only listened to Vinland once on Spotify, and then I didn't want to go past the songs just because I didn't want to get a spoiler. I've completely not touched this on Spotify yet because I'm just waiting. And I have a feeling that there'll be more like spectacle things that will be listed in the titles that will be spoilery, so I haven't like really attempted to go and listen to it, but I can't wait to just go listen to some of the music from this song. There are a lot of repeated music moments in this show already that I really love. There's like this intrigue.
Yeah.
Where it's always like when the boys are trying to figure out something. They haven't actually played the choir song for a couple episodes. You know the one, they play it with Scar, they play it with Shao Tucker killing his daughter, the orchestra.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't played it since the turnover of the start of the next half.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like part 2 or season 2 or whatever, but yeah, no, I feel you.
That's a great song. Or just like the upbeat music. They have really good upbeat music in this show. That's like really I guess the closest example. My Hero's not a great example, but that has a good upbeat thought thing. And what I'm saying is, the music really works for the show. Really puts me in the mood and the feel of where we are. I love the aesthetic. I love the outfits people are wearing. I want to go to this central place. I don't want to die when I go there, but I do want to go there and rent like a hotel and just like chill in one of the apartments. Be there, go have some dinner with Ed and Winry.
Shit. I didn't have dinner with Ed. Did you see that steak he was eating?
That's what you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That looked like one of those like
filet mignon.
It looked like one of those old places I used to go with my parents when I was a kid. That was like these like really nice dining rooms.
Mm-hmm. Ballroom.
Yeah, like old school kind of places. You know what I want from the show? I want an episode where you can just like sit back, chill with Ed and Winry, and let them go on a little date together. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I love young romance. I think it's great. I don't know if they will become interested in each other. I feel like there's a hint of that. I know it's so unimportant in the grander scheme of the show, but I don't want to always be caught up in the grand scheme of the story.
No.
I mean, the baby episode was close to that. They just kind of spent some time with characters I didn't know that I didn't really care about at that house. But I like moments where we can just kind of engage and be like, Ed, what do you like for hobbies? Winry, what do you like to do when you're not making metal arms? Or how do you interact with your... What do you choose for dinner menus? I don't know. Little things can tell you about a character, and that's what I also like. And maybe we'll get one of those episodes eventually.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Envy was doing a little sneaking around.
Yeah, we jumped over that.
Yeah.
And...
She's everywhere. He's everywhere. Literally.
Yeah. Envy...
Playing Fokker.
Then relayed the message back to Lust and Gluttony that Colonel Roy is doing some snooping in the Mustang situation. So...
What?
What?
Colonel Roy is doing some snooping
in the
Mustang?
In the Maze Hughes situation. Whatever.
I'm not the only one.
Whatever. His name is Roy Mustang. Fuck it.
He drives a Mustang. I literally think of the car almost every time I hear him.
Regardless, he's doing snooping in the Mace Hughes stuff, so they're like, we can't kill him because we want him as a sacrifice, they said.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Envy said, let's do it, let's make a move, let's make a play.
Yeah.
And what happened right after that, Sam? What happened?
Right after that?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Tell me. I don't know.
Somebody's getting blamed for murder.
I'm gonna need your gun.
Oh shoot! Yeah, some big dude came in and they're arresting Ross.
Yeah.
And that's the play they're gonna go with to try to stir up strife. keep Maze Hughes. No, sorry,
Mustang.
Roy Mustang. I said Roy Hughes. Roy Mustang a bit busy, so they can't spend time studying. He's luckier than Hughes in that regard because they didn't care about Hughes for a sacrifice, even though Louis was like, "Don't do the same thing he did."
All right, but you gotta remember one last thing. Who was Envy when he killed
Ross? Envy was Ross. So,
Frick!
Yeah, no, I realized that. That's why I figured they were going to her, but I just didn't know. Did they like get some hair from her? Did something get left behind that they are like? Can Envy produce samples of DNA of people that he duplicates? Like, can Envy become
twice
you and just rip off a hair and be like, here's evidence.
Yeah.
You killed Hughes. If that's the case, then we're really screwed because Envy has a super overpowered ability to really just make everybody not trust anyone. It's so hard to have a Among Us game when the killer can literally just swap bodies.
Yeah.
That's an OP power.
That's ironic you bring that up because I'm watching Achievement Hunter play Among Us. Just going through their whole playlist.
It's a popular game.
I want to play it.
I don't know why does Gluttony always follow Lust around? They're just like a little couple, a little duo. Maybe he needs some help along in life.
I think he does.
He's just like a little pet.
Yeah.
He's just a thing that eats.
He's just like a little dog that she has to care for. Come on, we're gonna go eat the next
full sentences. Really?
Hungry.
Can I eat?
Hungry.
Eat.
Meanwhile, Lust is getting on with
Havoc.
Havoc. Yeah, Mr. Get a new girlfriend each week.
Dude, I forgot when he was like, in the beginning, when he was like, oh, I finally got a new girlfriend, she's awesome, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, nice, good man. And then when she, in the episode, was like, oh, I gotta go to my new boyfriend and get some info. And I was like, wait a goddamn minute, I forgot about this.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember she's dating.
Most of like the smaller things for this show, just for like me, like I don't remember some of the stuff. Like I don't remember that they lied to the boys at first in this episode. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I don't remember that
Ross reveal.
Yeah. So I was like, oh damn, they did like that's what they did to him. They're doing him dirty like that. So
yeah, it's getting good. Yeah. I like the show. I want to have a day where we kind of just binge the show.
Yeah,
I just want to like
good show.
Watch a lot of it.
We also
occasionally
skipped over. Roy kind of figured out why Hughes was killed.
Oh, true.
He found out that the Philosopher's Stones take a bunch of human souls. Wow. All right, camera.
Just suck the camera's soul out.
How you doing, audience? Ooh, ASMR Adam hasn't been here in a while.
It's because I always delete ASMR Adam.
Well, guess what? Guess who's editing this video? Not ASMR me. Adam.
That's what you get when I guys.
You know what I want to do? You ever like watch Tim the Tatman where he grabs the mic and it's just Call of Duty Modern Warfare? I want to do that one time.
Just grab the mic and yell in it.
Yeah.
But yes, like Adam said, he figured it out.
Yes.
Philosopher's Stone equal. What?
I just thought of Armstrong in the stall, just so, like hitting the ceiling.
How you doing?
Hello, Colonel Roy. You
nice.
You look like you lost weight. That's what he said.
Yeah.
You look like you've lost some weight, man.
He's so
Was
absurd.
he speaking in code to him there, or was he being genuine?
He's so absurdly large.
Yeah, unreasonably large.
He's so uncomfortable, too, sometimes to look at.
Yes.
He's a great-looking character, but sometimes I just feel so uncomfortable. If I saw him in, like, a room, I don't know if I'd feel comfortable. It's a very, like, weird stare, and I do not like his one baby hair that just...
That's what I would be afraid of.
You're afraid of baby hair?
Yeah! Fucking so weird. Why?
And just All Might's voice just makes it so much better.
Yeah.
That's why I said knock off-brand. Well, All Might.
And the military's keeping Barry, not necessarily hostage, he's just in hiding.
Just kind of there for info.
Yeah.
I feel like they got all the info out of him. Maybe, I don't really know what they'll do with him for now.
Mm-hmm.
Though, Havoc is in the know of his location, and he is with girlfriend killer. So maybe a stage breakout. I don't know. Get that guy to just go start massacring people in the streets for a distraction one day.
I don't know.
Hopefully not. That'll be kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Havoc might just crumble to the power of lust.
Nice, I like that, because, like, you mean lust, but, like, you mean lust, you know what I mean?
That was intentional, and now I feel,
That was pretty lit, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's 2 days in a row you've done that.
Yeah, man.
The other ones are unintentional.
What was it, Rocky? What'd you say?
What did he say? Hyperdrive.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. Yeah, dab me up one more time. Nice, cool. Guys, how are you guys good?
I'm great.
Yeah,
I'm fantastic. I got nothing else.
All right. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Leave a like, subscribe button, the comments, the noties, the Patreon. Want to watch this show along with a bunch of other stuff. You want to chat it up with us on Discord, hit up the Patreon. You know, we're here. We're going to peace out, punch it.
Bah! We're just crumbling apart. Just...